What is good, y'all? It's Brucey here. We're back with another one. This is the filler episode of Doom Shrek 2. So let's get right into it. We're pretty far into this already because I played it off video, but I just wanted to record the filler. This game was low-key my childhood like crazy. I played this so much. GameCube, I went crazy. Godzilla Melee, Destroy All Monsters, Shrek 2, Paper Mario, all that type beat, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to play this game because the Shrek movies are on Netflix a little bit. I think 2 of them were. Can't remember exactly which ones. Undeniably some of my favorite movies just because like the dialogue in them. I like a lot of Lord Farquaad's lines, bro. He's just funny, bro. He's just a little demon, you know? I didn't realize there's like that much adult humor in it, if I'm being so honest with you. Probably until I watched it like a couple weeks ago. There's a lot of adult stuff that was happening. I was like, how was this allowed, bro? Like, no one saw this? It was funny as hell because as a kid, I had no clue, which is probably why it was allowed. It's just hilarious to me. Yeah, Lord Farquaad's lines, like the freaking, when he's talking about making the champion and stuff, and the dude's like, some of you may die. Like, I don't know, man. His voice is funny as to me. I ain't gonna lie. That Shrek movie, I might have to watch it again just talking about it. That shit's so good. Yeah, this is gonna be a yap episode. I'm just gonna warn you now, I'm yapping all episode. I don't care, bro. You know me. Big yapper. But yeah, after this one, I'm gonna continue the South Park, but I just wanted to like break it up a bit so it's not all South Park, if that makes sense. I usually do that with all my, but yeah, I usually do that with like all my longer series. I'll break it up at some point through, like usually halfway. But I think South Park, depending on how long I play these next few episodes, I might not even be halfway yet. It's a long game, but it's funny as hell, so I don't really mind that for real. But South Park, there's really not that much happening most of the time. It's just like a bunch of very unhinged humor, unpredictable shit happening, you know? So I like it. It's very unhinged. People couldn't say that shit today, I ain't gonna lie. Like, they would get cooked anywhere, but I love it. I love that type of humor. I like dark humor. Like, I like pretty much all types of humor, I'm not gonna lie. Like, as long as it's not too goofy, you know what I'm saying? Good heavens, you gotta low-key piece me. I gotta relax a little bit, okay? You get Big Gingy on a yo, for the filler, I was low-key gonna do like a time lapse of me drawing like faces or some shit. Because I have like a little canvas thing in my Clip Studio app. I just like practice faces on because I'm trying to get into that stuff. But I'm not like, I don't think I'm good enough yet to really do it. I have like one little thing. It's like that screaming, the like let's fucking go shit. But it's just like my face instead of like the yellow emoji. But yeah, usually the type of drawings I like to do, it's usually just very exaggerated type shit. I don't know where I really got that inspiration from. I know I was drawing weird shit before I saw Meat Canyon, but he does inspire me a lot. I'm not gonna lie, his shit I love his art style. I ain't gonna lie. Tough as nails. Yeah, that stuff kind of inspired me, and I think a lot of it came from like Black Lagoon books too, because some of the art in those shits was like, oh my goodness, like it was like my favorite books as a kid. But I always thought the art style was so weird, and I think that's probably why it's my favorite. It was the weirdest shit I've ever seen, but it was always like amazing. I think that inspired me a little bit, but I don't know, I just like drawing shit that's just not like too realistic, but also realistic at the same time, kind of like the features, realistic features, but very exaggerated. So I don't think that's even realistic anymore, but I might put them on the screen depending on how I feel. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I've been practicing for that. I have quite a few. I low-key might show them all in this video. I was gonna plan to show them like way later, depending on how this episode goes. I might just show them just because I fuck with y'all, you know what I'm saying? I think my first drawing is still my favorite to this day. It was low-key kind of nice. Then the second one was kind of, in my opinion, I'm being completely honest with myself. Like, it was like okay, but I just don't like it personally. And then my third one was actually my profile picture. I took me like probably like 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours. I remember I was up pretty late doing it. My banner, actually, my YouTube banner is my fourth drawing ever on the tablet. And that took me like 2 days and some change, I think. Probably just 2 days. Because I was really trying to get like the layers in. It was hella layers in that thing. Because it's like, it's not 3D, but there's like some depth to it, if that makes sense. Like, you know, there's going to be a background. Use bird's eye kind of perspective, but it's not bird's eye, but I can't remember what it's called, so I'm not going to, or I can't really say what it is. Yeah, I really want to get into drawing. I like animation. I think it's so tough. And it's like, because you can do really whatever you want with it. And that's why I like it a lot. You can create existing things and I guess put your own style into it. You know, like I know Meat Canyon, he'll draw like real stuff, but it just looks fucking abominations. But I like it. That's why I like it. It just looks so weird. I always like that weird type shit. My first ever drawing on like that tablet, I just trying to do like a self-portrait just because like it's like kind of the easiest shit to draw, low-key, in my opinion, in that type of style. It definitely looks a little bit strange, but that's just how I draw stuff. The eyes are the thing that I kind of like focus on the least but the most, if that makes sense. Because I don't like to draw regular eyes. I usually draw like opposite and usually a little bit way more extreme, if that makes sense. Instead of having like your like iris or people and shit, I usually just draw like everything is black except for like one little dot in the middle, but it doesn't look super weird with that type of art style because it's supposed to look like that, you know? Yeah, that's how I do it for all my characters. I mean, I like horror movies, so I usually will try to model after some of a horror movie character. And then I'll try to make it my own thing. And then I'll probably put that on the screen too. Yeah, on that, like the face canvas I did, I experimented with like colors and stuff. I was just trying new things, trying to get used to the tablet for real. Cause I was like used to drawing on pencil and like I guess pad. paper for like pretty much forever. But I don't know, I kind of like the tablet a bit better. You can do things a lot faster, like way faster. It's ridiculous. And I usually just did black and white stuff. I low-key might put a drawing on it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Just to give you the example I'm talking about, so you're not like clueless, you know? Yeah, I usually like focusing on the just black and white stuff, like pencils. Cause I think for me, when there's like color, I feel like there's too much shit going on for real. Like, I don't like all that shit going on. In my drawings, at least. I used to just do like a lot of like cartoon self-portrait things, cartoon portraits, but I don't know, couldn't really sustain that for real, if I'm being honest, because I didn't enjoy it as much as I do like the scary movie characters. And as you know, my favorite is Michael Myers. It used to be Jason, not gonna lie. Jason was he's my goat for a little while. The goat scary movie character for me. But it became Michael Myers slowly. Because he's just a demon. I'll show the Clip Studio art ones probably like right now. I guess I'll go with the self-portrait first. It was like my first ever drawing on here. It has a red background to like bring out the foreground of the picture, I guess. It's black and white. And then low-key, when I was first drawing it, it didn't look really that good to me with just the white background like I usually make it, because it's not like pencil, it's like ink, if that makes sense, but digital ink. It's pen. In other words, it's a pen. So yeah, I had to do it a little different. I just started adding a little more like things that'll make it pop, because the thing that'll make it pop for my pencil drawing is the shading was just like grainy as and that's why I liked it so much. But with this, it's really hard to emulate that, if I'm being honest. So I kind of have to like transform my style a little bit, and that's why I said Meat Canyon is definitely like inspiration of mine with that type of stuff. I watch all of his stuff. Everything looks really cool to me. I practice with that kind of stuff in my mind, I guess. But I still wanted to stay true to my own style, you know, because I don't want to copy him, because I feel like that's disingenuous a little bit. Like, if I have my own ideas in mind, why not try to do that? I guess the second one I'll put up is the Jason one. Since Jason was my he's probably my second favorite still. Besides, maybe Chucky is, but Chucky's harder to draw in my opinion. I have a drawing of him too. I'll probably show it too. This one I had a blue background, if I remember correctly, and it's literally just like, it's very basic. I modeled it after a painting I did back in back in the day, like back in high school. I modeled it after that, and I don't know, it's hard to recreate that. I'm not gonna lie, because that's probably my best Jason iteration I did before. I think my next one, the third one, was this profile picture. I'll even put that on the screen, even though y'all know what that look like already. Y'all see it all the time. It's gonna be in the bottom right corner of this video. That's my third drawing ever on a tablet, and I think it's pretty good, you know. I cooked low-key. Yeah, it took me about 6-7 hours, probably 6 to 8, somewhere between. I can't remember the exact timing. I remember I was proud as fuck when I did it. I remember I showed y'all damn near immediately when I was finished. I was proud as fuck. Fourth drawing was the background. I'll show y'all the full background, because you can't see the full background on a PC or a phone, which is probably what most of y'all are watching it off of. I don't think most people watch it on TV. Also, like, chilling in bed. Yeah, I'll show the full thing on the screen now. It was a big canvas, and then I modeled it off like the real picture. I'll probably put the real picture up too, and I don't know, it came out pretty good to me. For that one, I low-key for that one I took inspiration from Dr. Seuss. I'm not gonna lie, I used some Dr. Seuss inspiration and then mixed with like my own type of shit, you know. I use like Dr. Seuss like trees / scenery, because I always thought they looked real funky, like look real cool looking, so I wanted to use that. And I don't think it was exactly Dr. Seuss, but I wanted to make it look kind of like that. Yeah, I guess I'll put some of my like drawings from back in the day up, even though I think they're kind of shit, I'm not gonna lie, but I can show you the progression on some of them, or on probably one in particular. It was like a Freddy Krueger one I did. I drew the same Freddy Krueger again, because I drew the first one for my big sis, like when I wasn't super experienced when I was drawing. The second one I drew, it's actually sitting in a drawer right now unfinished. I'm not gonna lie, this drawing, because I just never got back to it. It's Freddy Krueger with his claw up, and the first one, it looks 2D as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, to me it doesn't look that good, but it was at the time I thought it was amazing. And then this next one, this looks way more 3D to me. Like, I was so proud of this shit. I drew it like 4 or 5 hours, and I don't know, it was after not drawing for like months, probably even a year even. I did it. I don't know, I was pretty happy about it, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe happy, maybe smile, man. And then I do pretty good drawing when it's based off like an image. That's how you usually practice first. You draw off like images. That's how I like started. I learned in the art class back in the day, proportion stuff. They showed us doing it by like, they did a scale on a paper where it's just like squares, and you draw everything in those individual squares on the big paper. You make like the same structure on the paper that you did on the bigger paper that you did on the smaller paper, and then I guess like copied over, but by drawing it. And then I kind of just took that principle but did it without the squares, and that's how I got good at that type of stuff, I guess. It's a lot easier than it seems if you really practice it. I think next I'll probably show my favorite drawing, the Michael Myers one from back in the day. Like I said, I just do all this is in pencil, so I don't like using color on like paper art. I like having that grainy texture, and I feel like I say that a lot in all my videos where I'm like admiring the art of stuff, but it's because it's true, you know. Yeah, my best one is definitely this Michael Myers one I'm about to put on the screen now. I'm the most proud of this out of any other drawing I've ever done, like ever, and it's honestly not even close to me, if I'm being completely honest. It took me probably like 8 hours, but bro, on God, I was so happy with it. It was quite amazing, if you ask me. My second favorite one, it's a portrait. It has like hella people on it. Let me see if I can name them off the top of my head. I think it goes Slenderman. There's like this guy from Trick or Treat has I think it's like has a sack on his head. Candyman on it. Predator. The creature from the Black Lagoon I think's on there too. I tried to put some old school shit in there. Not gonna lie. What's his face is on there? Oh, I think Donnie. Okay. Shut up. Okay, Donnie Darko was on there, or that bunny from Donnie Darko. He was on there because I thought he looked cool as hell. You know, it's not really a scary movie. I thought he looked creepy. He looked really weird, and he's black, so I thought he looked cool drawing it. Dude, I can't remember. I'm shooting a blank. It's kind of annoying because that was my second favorite one ever. I'm just gonna put it on the screen. You'll see what I'm talking about. I think I'll probably do a voiceover later on to what the fuck? This is Future Brucey. I'm about to give the names out because I definitely forgot it when I was talking earlier. So the first one is Slenderman, then it's Donnie Darko, then Creature from the Black Lagoon, then it's Crooked Man, Candyman, Predator, Pinhead, and then a character named Sam from Trick or Treat that most people probably wouldn't know. And then someone who nobody probably knows, I ain't gonna lie, because I didn't even know him until I saw him, and I didn't even see the movie for real. Like I literally didn't watch the movie, I just saw the character. But that's like Eddie Murphy from a movie called Vampires in Brooklyn. And I needed like one extra character, and I didn't want to do something repetitive, so that's why I put him in there. So I'm gonna shake her, brother. But yeah, that was one of my favorite drawings. I did another one. A lot of my shit was revolved around Jason back in the day, just because he's my favorite, you know. I did one that had Michael Myers and Chucky in it. There's this picture I saw on Instagram like way back. Oh my god, I'm selling. Oh my god. It was way back. I had Michael Myers pouring a bowl of cereal into Chucky's bowl. At the time, I thought it was really good, but when I look back at it now, I'm like, is it that good, you know? Yeah, it was Michael Myers pouring a bowl of cereal for Chucky, and I thought that shit was so tough. So I drew it. Or I did Asta from Black Clover when he first got his demon form. It was like, it might have been in the episode of the witch in it. Don't quote me on that. But instead I just made it look like me a little bit. That's usually what I do. I'd make like the anime characters look like me because they look tough as nails at times. I did Ghostface as well. I remember I used to do Jigsaw, like the puppet in a lot of my stuff as well. Cause like drawing the depth on him, like the shadows was very easy to me because his cheeks protruded a lot from his face. It was just very easy to like make it look 3D. And then some of the drawings I might put up here, it just looked fuck. And some of the drawings up here, you'll see like Jigsaw looks 3D, but everything else looks 2D as fuck because I didn't really know how to portray depth, and I low-key still don't. Depending on how long I take on it, I really don't know to portray depth that well. Not that good at drawing, but I think I'm like decent. I'm like okay, you know. Drawing is very fun. Drawing on the tablet's super fun too because everything's like, it looks just precise. Like when I do it with pencil, I erase a lot. Like I have to erase a lot of stuff, like a lot, but on the tablet everything feels like easier. Like drawing a circle on a tablet, even with like I don't even use like the autocomplete feature, and it feels way easier. I don't know, it looks cleaner. You can control the size of your canvas. Even though the tablet might not be that size, you can make the canvas huge. It makes everything look like HD. I want to learn how to animate so I can make shit look cooler for y'all, or make cool stuff for y'all, or make cool emotes for y'all. Like I guess not emotes, but like if I react to some shit, I want to like I guess portray that. I can do that with animation. I think I might have said that in a video before, but that's really why I wanted to get into it a lot. And then now I think I'll put the face drawings in there. So the face drawings, the first one, you know, Michael Myers as usual, as per usual, but I gave my afro just make it looks, that one looks to me looks as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, you know, all I gotta start somewhere, you know, just practicing. I think the next one in order after that was probably, it's just like a bald man, bro, and he's like, has a weird smile, and that one, like, I don't know, he looks just weird as fuck. And I just wanted to draw something really weird and like kind of scary looking because I like stuff to look. I'm not gonna lie. Most of it's gonna be black and white. It's gonna be a little bit of colors and stuff in there. That one got inspired by Meat Canyon, you know, because a lot of his stuff looks like creepy like that, if that makes sense. It just looks really weird, but it's also looks really good, and that's why I like it. And the next one, so it started off as me, I was probably trying to do a ghost face mask, but on like me, but I decided to like I guess put my own twist on it. I just wanted to make it look really weird. So I remember I drew the mouth. I was like, the mouth is a little too wide to be ghost face anyway. So I remember I put teeth in there and I made them look really weird, and then I made the eyes look like the jaundice eyes was like yellow, and then I don't know, I just wanted to look cool. No, the next one was like this yellow guy, purple guy, and that was me just experimenting with the color. That low-key might be the worst one actually. I like that one the least. I like that one the least for sure, for surely. That one's definitely the worst one in my eyes, in my opinion. I think the best one on here is just like the cartoony version of me. I don't know, that one's the best to me because it's simple, but it still looks good. The simplicity of it doesn't take away from like, I guess how good it can look, the portrayal. Now, I really like that one, I'm not gonna lie, it looks tough as nails. And I actually just remembered, I said one of these other things was my best piece of art? Hell nah. I just remembered like from back in the day, it's ironic because I'm terrible at painting. I hate painting. I've never been good at it, but ironically, my best piece of art is a painting. It's a painting of myself I did. I think it was charcoal if I remember correctly, and it was me back in high school. Self-portrait. This is like I think it was the first ever self-portrait I did, and I honestly cheated because they said I can't do side view, but I wanted to because the picture was tough as nails. So you know me, I'm defiant as fuck. I had to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I cooked up the self-portrait. I called it the Duke of Sauce because sauce that was my favorite adjective at the time. Saucy. I low-key get down to my parents because you know what I'm saying? I'm not putting it up, bro. I feel weird putting it up. I might just do a low-key a compilation of all the stuff. I'm not gonna show everything because some of it is actually, you know, I want to make stuff good for y'all because you know me, if it doesn't look good, I don't like putting it out. I think some of my videos are like kind of mid, even though I try my hardest on them, you know, the learning curve. I remember in the beginning my videos were those, like, I'm on God, those are mid as because I didn't really know what the fuck I was doing for real. Maybe they aren't, but to me I thought they were kind of mid, but some people like them, which I like a lot, you know, like authentic. But yeah, the better I get at editing, the better I guess y'all's viewing experience will be, hopefully. And then recently I've been trying to do better at like censoring curse words because I have a bad habit of cursing, like it's a pretty bad habit. I try to do it less, but I just like cursing just adds emphasis. That's why I fuck with it, you know. You can emphasize a lot better with curse words, and that's not necessarily the best thing to do at all times, but I don't know, it makes things funnier too. Maybe not funny to some people, but it makes it funny to me at least. Homeboy, yo, Phonem's helping us. Just big Phonem. Yo, why attack him? I forgot what I was talking about because I started hard focusing on the game for some reason. So on God, I forgot what I was talking about here. I'm not gonna lie to you, but shoot, I was talking about what I mean. Yo, anime. Yeah, I anime, I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't really get back into it recently because I've been focusing on a lot of other stuff. I usually watch most of my stuff sub, and you really can't look away from the screen if it's on sub, I ain't gonna lie. Like, if you look away, you're cooked. My favorite anime ever to this day, like, and it's Black Clover, and it's just not even close, bro. Like, I don't know what it is about that story, about the characters. Asta is just, he's so tough to me. Like, the anti-magic, like the sword, bro, just brute forces this fucking way through, like, everything. It's just so funny to me. And then I don't know. It's tough, but, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bro got a shit given to him. Also had to work. Yeah, Black Clover will forever be my favorite anime, and it's kind of unfortunate that I don't really know if they're continuing the anime, if I'm being honest. From what I read / read, I don't know if they will. I'm not entirely sure if that's even accurate information I'm giving y'all. The Black Clover movie was tough as nails. It was so fucking good. Julius Nova Chrono is probably my second favorite character. He's just a demon. He's tough. No, actually, no. What am I talking about? Yami is my favorite character, and it's not even close. And then Austin's my second. Mario Leona is probably my third favorite character. She's a demon. But yeah, Black Clover, yeah, I don't know if they're gonna continue that. I think the reason was the anime was catching up too fast to the manga. Usually when that happens and they try to like make it up for the show, it kind of kills the show because it makes it bad or something. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's entirely true, but that's just what I heard. And the anime I watched most recently, or been watching most recently, is Yu Yu Hakusho. I think I mentioned that a long time ago as well, and since I haven't watched it since then, but that's the most recent one. I think number 2 had to be, you know, plain old Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super type beat. This is where Phonem dies, unfortunately. But yeah, I like horror movies a lot. I like those short films, horror short films a lot too, I'm not gonna lie. Core Kenshin is like Spooky Scary Sundays on, oh my lord, bro. The vibiest videos I've ever watched in my life. I love those so much. I think one of the eeriest ones to me, it was one where like the story started off with this husband and wife lost their kid and they got a doll of it, and since they didn't follow like rules explicitly given to them by like the guy who made it, the wife went crazy. Well, supposedly, you know, let's put this in hypotheticals because it turns out that it wasn't really true. The wife went crazy, and then she basically started treating the doll as if it was real, but you know, it's a doll. Like, well, she held it for so long, or past like the time, that like she wasn't able to really decipher that for herself anymore. So she just thought this doll was real the entire time. And then you see the wife just degenerate, bro. Like, just get crazier and crazier and crazier. And then homeboy goes back to the guy and pretty much expresses his, like, you know, his feelings that like, yo, my wife's going crazy. And it's like, he's just kind of like, you sure? Like, is she going crazy? And then you get the real, like, I guess the real world vision, because we're seeing it through his eyes, and he's the one that went crazy. So it started with the son dying and his wife getting something. And I think the wife ended up dying because of that obsession with the doll, and then he got a doll to replace his wife. And then the whole time, that fake doll was like, he thought it was a real wife until he went outside and realized that it wasn't. So pretty much he was the crazy one the entire time. And that was probably one of my favorite ones I've seen him watch. Jump on this. Hey, yeah, hey. We're back. Thank heavens me. Once again, I locked in. I'm not unlocking ever again until I beat this boss. I'm just gonna focus on the game. Hey. Oh yeah. How do you feel?
What do you know? I can be beaten.
Yep. All right, well, that's about to be into this one. So my dumbass locked like a lot of times, so it's probably gonna run a little bit shorter. I wanted to talk a little bit longer, but it's okay. We'll do that in another filler episode. That will happen probably in another 4 episodes of South Park if we end it by then. Yeah, with that being said, I do appreciate y'all for watching as always. Appreciate y'all support as always. You know, y'all are my Damon, my legends. Please like and subscribe if you want to. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.